well. That's why I'm doing a little wellness check. How's everybody doing? Their heads, your hearts, everybody good?
I appreciate a wellness check now and again, I have to say. People don't do that enough. I'm good. Me and my family are good. That's, all I can sort of hope for in the immediacy of life, I guess. And we're in a good place.
Anthony, how you doing?
Same here. I'm stuck in Europe, but I'm good.
Well, I don't know if I would say you're stuck in Europe. You're doing something pretty good in there.
There's no football. I missed LeBron win the championship.
Oh.
It's crawfish season. I got all kind of problems going on.
I love it. Yes, it is crawfish season. But you're a superhero, though, brother. You're a superhero. Tap into that.
I don't know. It's crawfish.
It's time.
By the way, Anthony, you're not stuck in Europe once again. You're back on set shooting Falcon and Winter Soldier. How's it different from when you were there, COVID, and now you're back?
Well, everybody's very afraid of each other. The food is bad because they have to pack it up somewhere else and bring it to us in Ziploc bags. It's awful. It's literally you're living in quarantine. It's not like the NBA bubble where they had like a barbershop and friends to hang out with. No, if you get within 6 feet of somebody, there's some little Czech dude coming poking you with a stick and saying you have food. So it's rough.
But you're making my Marvel heart happy, so I appreciate that. I do. And can I just ask you, because this is the first time I've gotten to talk to you since we lost Chadwick, just, maybe a memory of him that you'll never forget?
It's funny. I have a lot of memories of Chad, and I cared about him dearly as a friend. And the first time I met him was in 1998. I went down to Howard, and he was directing a play there. And my girlfriend at the time brought me into the theater to check out the Elizabeth Catlett collection. And he was in the black box in an office chair spinning around the room. And she was like, "Hey, Chad, I want you to meet my classmate at Juilliard, Anthony." And he goes, "Wait, I'm concentrating. Don't break my vibe." And he just spins around the room. And I was like, "It's nice to meet you, man." He's like, "I'm almost there."
I'm almost there. I love it. That's an amazing story. That's a really, really good memory. That's a very, very good memory. I'm sure he would be cracking up laughing if you told that story right now.
All the time. And every time I saw him, like once everything kind of took off for him, I was like, "Remember the first time we met?" He was like, "Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I was going through a lot in my young age." I was like, yeah.
That's the best. Well, you know what? Even though this movie was hard to watch, guys, I actually felt like it was a bit of a love letter to New Orleans, and I appreciate that because I know you're from there, Anthony. It's your heart. I used to live there. It's my heart, and so I just appreciated seeing New Orleans on screen.
Here, I agree.
Jamie, by the way, your Instagrams of you dressing up with your little girls have sent me to a place. Just sent me. Becky with the blue hair just sent me to a place.
This is going to be a theme today, I think, to impress. How quickly can I delete these pictures so that I don't... That is my wellness check, when I can just log on and look at you there. I mean, do they have to talk you into it, or was it just like, we don't have anything else to do? Why not make Dad look?
Talk him into it. He talked them into it.
It's just a slightly heightened version of what I do for a living anyway. So, it's kind of, it doesn't take a lot for me to slip a dress on.
Good point. So I'm watching this movie, fellas, and I'm thinking to myself, could I ever work every single day with like my best friend for life? My answer, I don't think so. I mean, what do you all think? Anthony, I'm gonna start with you. Could you work every day, and especially in like a high stress situation like that, with your best friend for life?
Well, I think you would have to, and I think most relationships, you look at it, your best friend is basically your second spouse. or sometimes your spouse is your second spouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, there are things that you share with your friend that you're not comfortable sharing with your spouse, and vice versa. So, being in that situation, spending that time, and the idea of the contemporary bromance is very different. If you ask any dude, he's out with his boys and his girl call, he's like, yo, don't say nothing. She gonna know I'm having fun. I'm going outside,
Yeah.
So it's just, you don't want to leave that good time.
Yeah, for sure. What do you say, Jamie?
Yeah, listen, I don't think, I sort of love, I think working with anyone all the time, but like that, it would be difficult in any situation, best friend or not. That's what I kind of love about what we get to do for a living, that we have this whole new set of like players to play with every job, every TV show, whatever it is that we do. We get this whole new like family for like 3 or 4 months. And it's this lovely thing where you get to act like your best friends and you are for that time, and then some people you stay in good touch with, some people you don't stay as good touch, but you get on great when you see them. It's great, but there's not that sort of necessity to like always be with each other beyond what you're trying to achieve for that one movie or whatever, so I kind of like the way I couldn't do it all the time.
That explains why you don't text me back.
I didn't want to say nothing, but
Did your number change? Your number changed, I think. I don't know.
He's busy trying on gold heels, honey. He doesn't have the time, Anthony.
Exactly.
It's one of the themes of this movie, actually, one of the central theme of this movie, I think, is how we deal with the past, and do we romanticize it? Does it haunt us? Kind of where we fit into that. I try to feel like I'm a person that lives in the present, but I think I am a dweller on the past. What about you two? Jamie, what about you?
Yeah, I think it's hard not to be. I'm a very nostalgic person. I did a workout today, and I was working with a trainer, and he was like, should we listen to like 90s hits? I was like, I just had to sort of stop and chat to him like after every song.
But there's nothing like 90s R&B though, honey. Come on now.
No, but this was like it through like a British thing. It was a lot of like Brit pop, sort of Oasis and stuff, and like Natalie and Bruce and stuff. But it was fun. And I think like isn't everyone trying to live in the present at all times? And Anthony and I both have young kids, and that keeps you fairly present. Mm-hmm. But outside of that, it's very easy to be thinking back to like what you deemed might have been a sort of better time for certain aspects of your life or whatever it was. So, but you try not to do that too much. I don't think it's too healthy.
Yeah. What about you, Anthony? Are you I'm here with you, or like I'm thinking about what happened?
You know what? I realized this weekend, my niece, we had a baby shower this weekend for my niece at my house, and all of my siblings was there, but I wasn't there because I'm stuck in Europe. So I had to zoom in to see the baby shower. Mm-hmm. And I realized I left home when I was 16. I've spent the last 25 years of my life trying to make my sisters like me.
Oh.
And I want everybody to know this. My sisters. I've spent the last, actually 30 years of my life since I was 10 years old, and I threw water balloons on my sister's birthday party. I've been spending the rest of my life trying to make my sisters like me. I realized this weekend that my sisters like me, which was monumental. But now they have daughters, and my nieces hate me. So now I'm bullied by a second generation. So now I got to spend the next 20 years of my life trying to get my nieces to. I just paid for a whole damn baby shower that I wasn't at.